I'm live. I'm live, baby. Oh man, what you do? Oh, there they go. Nobody in the chat yet. Ooh, it do look good. Hey, Pooh Pear. We got one person. Say hey, Pooh Pear. How you doing tonight? I'm on time for this live. What's up? I know you sure are. We early too, cause Brian just got off. He tired. We already about to lose him. So he said, "Why don't you go live already?" I'm like, "It's early."
I fell asleep on y'all last time.
You gonna fall asleep on us this time?
Well, you better make it good.
I got some ice cream. Well, some milkshake, but still. Who else in here? I wonder how I get the. Oh, she said laugh my off. How you
Why
doing?
you start cussing?
Huh? Because my mom be in the live. That's why. She be watching. She don't be wanting me to curse. So she can watch. Mm-hmm. Where you from, Pooh Pear?
Here?
How you know?
I don't know.
Who else in the line besides Pooh Pear? It's two people. I can't tell who in here.
Me?
You ain't in here. Cali, all right. She from Cali.
Cali.
All right. Dang. It's a lot of people moving here.
I got cousins in Cali.
I got a cousin in Cali too. Is that what you talking about? I got a cousin who I never met in Cali. We only talk on Facebook.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I met him through 23andMe. We don't know how we related yet. Oakland, California. Okay. All right. All right. Southern Mama, hey. Hey. We alive on here. Cynthia said, hi, Nikki. Hey. Hey. So we got it on here tonight. You look so pretty tonight. Oh, thank you. It's because it's black. I got on all black. That's my color. I want to try 23andMe, but I'm scared I'm going to find out some family secrets. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we already found that one.
What?
Your family secret.
What family secret?
You want to say it on the line?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Because I got to learn what you talking about first.
You said,
Y'all asking me this question. I'm sorry that the ring light is in my glasses. I only got one pair of contacts left. So I'm trying to preserve those. But answer me this one question, okay? Have y'all ever tried 7-Eleven's brownies? They be up at the register. Have y'all ever tried these? She said, when I met Lord, I don't think my family has secrets. We all know. We all know all about all of us. LOL. Pooh Pear, you should definitely try the 23andMe. Brian got it for me as a joke for Christmas.
It wasn't joke. I'm still right.
No, you're not.
Still right.
No, you're not.
Am
Not.
two.
Am not. What's up, y'all? How was y'all week?
It was terrible.
Never been in 7-Eleven, LOL, not one near us at all. What? Oh. You need to email me your address. I will send you one.
Nigga, I ain't going to silly.
I don't go to 7-Eleven that often.
When did I tell you been in one?
Today,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
let me open this up so you can see this. 7-Eleven. Oh my God.
you got the wrong one.
No, I didn't.
You got the one with the nuts.
Yeah, that's the one that we like.
That's the one I like.
All of them got nuts.
Oh, okay.
He over here. Our gas station deli is Valero, and they. Hold on. And they have these gooey butter cakes. Ooh, and the Valero. It's Nikki's Place sings that sing that opening. Nikki's Place. I don't even know it yet.
How you don't know
We
your
eating
own?
till we rolled up. Nikki Place. We eating till we swelled up.
What's wrong with you?
What? I don't know it yet. It was just written. I don't know it yet. I asked if he could make one for Ghost Pinky. Ooh, you finna get one made? I can't wait to see it. Y'all look at this. Look at this. Look at this brownie.
Why?
Take a bite of that.
Why?
Somebody said I gotta share with y'all before I take a bite. So here go y'all bite. Ooh, y'all
That's
want
what
to take a
you
bite
get.
for real.
That's what you get.
We will maybe persuade him. Yum.
Persuade who?
Oh, maybe I will persuade him.
Persuade who?
TSM. Love a good fudgy chocolate brownie. Yummy. Y'all almost took a break for real. Look at it. It just broke.
No, kids will finna take a bite.
Oh, she was finna eat good. I'd have been so
This
mad.
is my birthday.
Well, I would have been mad, but
Yeah.
I probably would have let it go. Who else in here? Y'all, I had a really good, well, I want to say really good day, but I had a pretty good day. It was just long. Too long for me. Brian didn't have a good day. He got stuck at work. One of the catenaries caught on fire. Which is this thing that look like this on top of the train. And hooks onto the wire so it can go. Hit the thumbs up for her, guys. Yes! Southern Mom. Thank you. Y'all ask me some questions. I got some backup questions. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to answer those. Okay. So, I've been doing my research for like Q&A questions or whatnot because I think it's time for a Q&A and just, you know, and I got some shake too. I left it in the freezer for a little bit, so it's, you know, but I think it's time for a Q&A so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. Hi, Kanisha. Hi. So that you guys can get to know me just a little bit more, you know. So I've been watching the Q&As, well, trying to start watching Q&As, and I got some questions from one video, but I didn't want to just do questions from one video. I want to do questions from multiple different videos because I don't want to just answer somebody else's questions that they got. But I got these questions specifically from Ellie Soul channel. This is what her subscribers had asked her, and I didn't write down all of her questions, although it looks like I did. I wrote down a few of them, a little bit more than a few, just in case I don't have that much to talk about. Just in case I don't have that much to talk about today. Did y'all catch that that one chip challenge live? If not, the video is up. That thing was in the cup. The cup I have, it was a shake and I left it in the freezer for a little bit, so it's still soft like ice cream. That's why I'm eating it with a spoon. It's okay, Southern Mama. I re-uploaded it as a video, so it's on there if you want to watch it. But it was, whew, that thing right there, it was no joke. It is, I got it from this place called Good Luck Burgers and Catfish and Chinese food places, like a little hole in one spot. Brian liked to go get some hot link baskets from there, and I didn't want to get anything today because I was gonna get lazy. So I told him, just give me a shake, and then I'll just eat me a brownie and call it a day. What is your first job? What was your first job? Okay, so technically my first job, I worked at a candy store. It was a neighborhood candy store. I was like 16. My younger sister was like 13. We worked at the candy store. We grew up with the candy store, man. I love how you read the Daily Bread, and thank you so much for reminding me because I sure forgot. Let me do it. So you should do another story time. Yes, a story time on what though? I don't know. Okay, I can't say that. I can't say that because my mom told me not to say that. But I separated them because I keep feeling that, oh Lord, a candy store, I'd be in trouble. Yes, it was a candy store. That was technically my first job, but my first actual, like, cause I was getting paid on the table from there. But my first actual job was McDonald's. I used to work in drive-thru at McDonald's, taking orders. Yep. So I separated them because I felt like I was kept grabbing the same ones all the time, and so I separated them by different colors because I'm gonna go from yellow and put it at the back. That way we go through all of them, right? And then once we go through all of them, I can mix them up in different colors and do like I was doing. I just want to make sure that I get every single message out of this box as I can, you know? So we're gonna start with yellow first because it's my mom's favorite color. And then this is a dark green. I like that. I should have put this green first. Okay, so I am originally, well, I was born in Michigan. I grew up in Gary, Indiana. And then I moved to Texas when I was 18. Me and my family moved here. And so I am from Dallas, Texas now. I worked drive-thru at Hardee's when I was in school. A man ordered an ice cream cone once and threw it back on me through the window. What? Oh, we would have been fighting. I would have been a world star. I would have been a world star. That is crazy. Ordered an ice cream cone. Do y'all ever see them videos where they order the cones and then they just grab the ice cream? I want to do that so bad one day. I want to do that so bad one day. But okay, let's get the. Yep. So I threw it back at him. That's exactly what I would have did. I would have did the same thing, the same exact thing. Okay, let me get this one. Well, I think I should do the prayer first. Then I do that. We do the prayer. Lord, thank you so much for the blessings that you have given me so far. I ask that you continue to bless me, guide me, Lord. I pray for everyone on this line that they uh, feel loved and the positivity that I'm spreading through this channel, Lord. I just ask that you speak through me and let the person that needs to hear the message hear the message. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Oh, and let the food be a nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. 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 And yes, I said in my prayer, and it's okay. Because you talk to God like you talk to anybody else. And if you get stuck, you say right? So it's okay. You just keep going. He knows your heart. So it's okay. Okay. So let's go get the daily bread. Yeah. All right. So we got, hold on. So we got 2 Corinthians 12:9. My grace is sufficient for thee. It sure does, Southern Mama. Psalms 25:9. The meek will he teach his way. Amen. And so I am putting that behind the orange. Orange will be last. And so we're going to go through all the yellow, all the dark green. We're going to go through the pink, the blue, the light green, and then go through the orange. And then once we finish the orange, we know we've gotten all the way through this whole entire box. And once we do that, then I can mix them up and just pick randomly. I just want to make sure that I get every single message that is in here, because it is somebody who needs to hear it, and that is what I felt upon my heart to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta make sure everybody gets their message. So yeah, and I got y'all up close and personal today. I didn't want to have y'all way over here, I just want y'all like in my face a little bit, you know what I mean? Man, because it was melting. People crazy. Joe is. They sure are. What else y'all want to know? Should I grab a question out of this? I think I might grab some questions out of here. And then I got a highlighter right here. I'm gonna highlight the question that I read. And then tell us your proposal story. Well, I didn't have the typical proposal story. I think Brian just knew that I was his and he was mine. And he basically told me that he was gonna make me his wife one day. And we woke up in the middle of the night. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he asked me if I would marry him. And I said yes. So it wasn't like he had a ring or anything. He didn't. But I just thought that was super special. Something that like doesn't really normally happen, And for him to wake up out his sleep to ask me such a question, it's just like, amazing. We're definitely not the typical person in love story. I guess I could tell you how we met and then our story. So let me get a little bit of ice cream. What's your favorite food you like cooking? Soul food. I like soul food. Macaroni and cheese, some greens, dressing. Um, Potato salad, all that. I used to love ham too, but pork been doing me dirty. I can only eat some high quality bacon. If I eat sausage, that's why I don't really eat sausage normally, because if I eat sausage, it'll make me get mean or have an attitude and make me swell up, and I don't got time for all that. So I just stick to the high quality bacon. When I And mom's like, well, how your body know the difference between sausage and bacon? And isn't it the same thing? I'm like, yeah. My potato salad always turn out more like egg salad with some potatoes. You like more eggs in your potato salad? I love them eggs that be in the potato salad. What you put in your potato salad? She said that's too. It sure was. So how we met? I was working. Well, okay. I was in school at the time for cosmetology. I am a licensed cosmetologist. Although I don't do hair behind the chair and stuff like that. And so I was going to school full time plus some hours because I was trying to hurry up and finish. And he was operating the bus, driving the bus, and I used to work at the gas station overnight called Racetrack. She said, "Oh, I don't eat either one, but my whole family likes it. Put the eggs and potatoes, mayo, mustard, some veal, and sometimes like say, oh, that sounds good. Oh my God, that sounds real good. Oh my God." Hold on, I had to get a little bit more comfortable. I was sitting on my legs and I was sitting on my feet, and my legs were starting to go numb. Hey, where was I? I was working overnight at this gas station called Racetrack. And so the racetrack that was by his job ran out of Dr. Pepper, and that's really not what you're supposed to do. They're not supposed to run out of Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper, Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite. Those 5 you can never run out of. You in trouble. Somebody in trouble. So they ran out. I didn't believe him. He came into my store and it was cold. So he still got him some ice because he used to like to eat ice on the bus or whatever. And he got him some Dr. Pepper, got him some hot tamales or some sour Skittles. And then he went on about his business or whatever. He came in the next week, and that's when it's really, really cold. I said, well, you need to get you some coffee. You out here in this weather. And he said, I don't like coffee. Let me let this down some, cause I went down some. He said, I don't too much like coffee. I said, well, why don't you get you some hot chocolate? And so he's like, well, I don't know how to make it because it's just in the machine with the button, just, but he had never done it, so he didn't know. So I'm trying to bring y'all in closer. And so I said, okay, well, I'll make it for you. And so I made it for him, and I made it how I do mine with a little bit of cinnamon and the little marshmallows on top or whatever. And so I gave it to him, and me being the manager, I gave it to him for free. Because we could do that or whatever sometimes. And so he well, we were having like a conversation. I was telling him my schedule, and not Monday, Tuesday through Thursday, I wasn't getting no sleep at all. I was working. Uh, I was going to school from 8 in the morning to 5, then from 5 to 9, and I would work from like 9:30 to um 7. I only had like 8. I had 7 to 8 to like go home, take a shower, and get back to school. You know, and uh, then Fridays and Saturdays I was working and going to school. Sunday I was off from school and work, so I sleep all day long, or whatever, right? And so I told him my schedule, and so he came back the next week. We was having a conversation. He was gonna get ready to go, and he said, "You still got that same schedule?" I was like, "Yeah." Yeah, he thought I was lying. I'm like, "No, for real. That's my schedule, for real." And so during that time, I was between two stores, and one of the stores was closed overnight out in Plano because of the HOA. Didn't know it when they built it, and so I had to be there overnight by myself, cleaning and stuff like that, or whatever, doing inventory, taking on orders, da da da. And he had Googled the number and called the store, and I picked up, and he said, "Is this Nikki?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Hey." I said, "Hey." He said, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" I'm just dry, you know. He's like, "This your favorite customer?" I said, Who you talking?" He said, "Oh, really? So all your customers are favorite, huh?" And then he told me who he was. I'm like, "Oh my god," you know. And like at that moment, I'm like, "Okay, this is two ways." I'm like, this could either be like, "Oh my god, it's stalkerish," or this could be like really, really sweet. And so he had asked me for my number, and I gave it to him, even though I was in a relationship at the time. But it was the end of a relationship. I could tell that it was pretty much done. He talking like a lady the other night. I was just like, right? and so and so I gave him my number or whatever, but I never did answer him back. He would just text me little stuff, whatever. Never did answer him back. Or he would text me these long messages, and I give him like this one off reply, like, "Oh, okay," or "Yeah, that's cute," or whatever. I don't know. And so me and my other boyfriend, we had broken up, whatever. And about 2 weeks after that, I was trying to text Brian, because I'm not really a phone call type of person. I'm a text message. I know, millennials, but I'm a text message type of person. And so I text him, but I had Metro PCS phones, and every phone that I had goes crazy. I guess the energy in my body or something. I don't know, but it wasn't going through. It kept failing. So I said, "Let me call him." So I called him, and he picked right up. Ooh, that's good. He picked right up, but he was like, uh, kind of like, "Hey," you know how to breath, like, "Hey." I was like, "Hey," and you could hear all kind of music in the background. He was like, "Oh, you finally called me," or whatever. And so he went outside, and then you hear the music no more. He was at the zoo, at the zoo for the adults or whatever, and with his friend or whatever. And basically, he talked to me that whole night. And since then, that day, we would talk on the phone like 10, 11 hours. Like, I would fall asleep. He would be on his game, on his phone, have me on speakerphone, playing his game on his phone. And I'd be up there just sleep. And he's still just holding the phone. I'm like, that's crazy. But then, like, we had went out on a date. First he had asked me out on a date. We were supposed to go to Cheesecake Factory. But then, I had that date or whatever. But then my family had invited me to go to the club, and so I um I didn't stand him up. I told him that I couldn't go because I was going with my family to the club, but he was welcome to come to the club if he wanted to. He didn't want to do that because he wanted to like get to know me on a personal level before we went out to clubs together, which I respected, you know. And so, um, after that, we were supposed to go to the Cheesecake Factory. We didn't. He invited me to go have dinner at Papa Do's, and so we had our first date at Papa Do's in Dallas, well, at Richardson area. And we met halfway. I was in Denton at the time, well, Oak Point, Denton area at the time. He was way in Duncanville, so we met halfway. And and when we went on our date, before we had our date, his speaker box in his car caught fire. So he had to hurry up, put it out. You know, we went on this date. We shut Papa Do's down, shut it down, and then we still talking on the phone, da 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 da. And then, like, I was talking to him while I'm at work or whatever, and he asked me. No, I asked him what do he be eating. Excuse me. I asked him what do he be eating, and he told me nachos, chili dogs, and chicken tenders, Tyson chicken tenders. I'm like, oh no, when the last time you had a home cooked meal? And so, he's like, I don't even remember. And so I said, okay, do you know how to cook? He's like, no. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm supposed to been over there to teach him how to cook as like a third date or whatever. And I went out to the store. I bought a blender because we were making margaritas. I bought a blender, bought a knife set, cutting board, all kind of stuff. Bought some groceries and everything. And I cooked him fish and spaghetti that first time. And so he was eating the fish. He's like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. But let me ask you a question. Yeah, teach him how to cook. He said, let me ask you a question. Why you cook two different meals? And where I'm from, that's one meal, you know, actually. You know? And so, you know, after that, I stayed at his house for like 3 weeks straight. 3 weeks. My best friend, I used to live with her at the time. She was like, girl, I was finna put out a AVP on you, figure out where you at, you know? And I'm like, I'm good. And so when the 3 weeks was up, I said, okay, I gotta go back home. And he like begged me, he like, no, please, don't go back home. I'm like, I'm going back home, I gotta go. He like, well, something bad gonna happen if you leave. I'm like, no, ain't nothing bad gonna happen. It's okay. I'm gonna go home. And so I went home. I went to sleep. I had to work that night, so I got up around 9:30 because I had to be at work at like 11. You know, in a little 3 weeks. That's great. Yes, I got stuck in his bed. Like we weren't even doing that at that time, but I got stuck in his bed because it was so comfortable. And so, after that. I went home, went to sleep, got up around 9:30 because I had to be at work at 11. And when I got up, I hadn't noticed I got a missed call from him like 2 hours prior. And so I called him back. He said, this is all your fault. I'm like, what is you talking about? He's like, I just been through it. I'm like, what is you talking about? Well, he's at Kroger in Duncanville, which is across the street from the fire station. And his car burnt up in the parking lot of Kroger. He said he was on the phone with the 911 operator to I'm at Kroger in Duncanville. And it's like, which Kroger in Duncanville? He's like, it's only one in Duncanville. I'm staring at the fire station now. Like, tell him come on out here. And so, yeah, his car burnt up and after that, I was trying to help him out with my car, trying to get back and forth to work and stuff like that. And yeah, that's how we got together. And then like about a few months later, about 6 months or so later, I had moved in with him. Got all my stuff. I had already moved in with him. Basically, I just needed to go get all my stuff. That's it. But that's how we got together. It was crazy. Oh, and before I had spent those 3 weeks at him in his house, we had a Super Bowl party. I'm telling about our love story, back how we met and stuff. He said you supposed to tell that with me. But anyway, before that we had a Super Bowl party, and it was when the Giants and the Patriots was playing. And I you know, when you bet something, you don't really know what to bet. But especially if you ain't used to nobody doing that really like that for you or whatever. And so he bet me that the Patriots was gonna win the Super Bowl, and I had to go to the adult zoo with him. And I'm like, okay, oh Lord. I said, okay, well, if the Giants win, you gotta buy me an iPhone 4, because they had just came out. The Giants won, and I didn't expect him to buy me a phone, but he did. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going on to the adult zoo with you then. And that's how I went to the zoo. I got kicked out of the zoo because I was trying to show the animals how to dance. It was crazy. But that's how we met.
How we met?
Mm-hmm.
How did you start off?
Racetrack.
Oh. With the Dr. Pepper running out?
Yes, I got kicked out. Uh-huh. What did Dr. Pepper running out? Yeah, I got kicked. She said kicked out. Yes. Oh my God, I gotta tell that story.
Somebody got too drunk.
I got too drunk. Okay, so it was so hold on. It was I had invited like my friends or whatever, but my friends, we were so close. My play brother Robert, my play cousin, which is my best friend's nephew, Maurice. I had invited them or whatever, but at first,
Maurice.
I know, I wonder where he at. But at first it was just me, Brian, and Maurice, and it was just us three at the table drinking from solo
What was y'all
cups.
cousin?
Play cousins. We had cousin Fridays.
Yeah,
I
cousin
tell y'all about that. Oh my
Friday.
God. Oh my God.
And would keep me on the phone. I would say, you need to spend some time with your cousin.
Mm-hmm. He didn't care. Because I was buying the food and all that kind of stuff. He didn't care. He like, whatever. We having fun.
How you having fun when you on the phone with me?
We were still having fun, you know, like.
You was
But
not.
anyway, it was just us three at the table. And we had the big $60 bottle of like peach Ciroc. And so I had four solo cups full of peach Ciroc with a splash of Sprite. 4 of them.
You had
And that was
right.
anyway, and that was before my play brother got there. So when my play brother got there, okay, so I had told it was excuse me. It was an exotic dancer in training. Yo, Brian, get on and tell us this with her. Excuse me, y'all. But they said, yo, Brian, get on and tell us this story with her. They want to see your face.
Get on.
Yeah, get on and tell us.
I'm
story.
on. What's
He
up?
said- What is that? I think I got a nut stuck in my throat. A walnut. Let me clean that up.
Clean that up.
Dang, where was I at, y'all? Oh, yeah. It was an exotic animal in training.
Exotic animal in training. What are you talking about?
The zoo.
Exotic animal. Who was the exotic animal?
The dancer.
Oh.
They was in
So you
training.
just done made us some more names.
Yeah.
Yeah, got me confused over here.
And so,
I'm thinking about a real zoo.
I told Brian, look, she in training. And he went, see. Like, see? And I thought he meant, like, go show her.
You drunk.
So I got up
Drunk.
and I went to go show her from the sidelines. Dancing with her.
You was finna get on stage.
I was dancing with
Nobody told you to get on stage.
dancing with her and everything. This is my first time going, okay? I'm thinking like how the movies do. Like how you just get on and do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you forget us kid that.
Anyway, so I danced with her or whatever. When I got done, this man came up and gave me $1. He was like, here, this is for you because you did that or whatever, right? So I put the $1 in my bra or whatever.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And then that exotic animal tried to go in there and get it. And I said, no, that was for me. I'm giving you yours. That's mine. Don't take it. And so, that's when you should have gave. Hold on. He said they should have gave you a job, not kicked you out. I know, right? Yeah, I know, right? And so, oh my God.
The last time she went, she thought she did have
I
it.
know.
And
It's like,
she ain't never been
I ain't
back.
been back yet. So I have it. And so listen.
Ain't been back since.
And so that's when I finished that, that's when my play brother came up and he was like, I thought you ain't like the zoo. You know, he ain't called it the zoo. The strip that or whatever. Because I didn't know the names of the clubs when I moved
your mama?
to Dallas. I don't think so. She ain't said nothing in the chat, so I don't think so. But this going up is a video afterwards though.
How many people on?
2.
2?
Yeah, it's 2 people right now. They coming in and out.
Okay.
You know how people go in and out. Dang, you made me forget where I was. Where was I? Where was I, y'all?
The play brother had came up.
Oh, when I was in Dallas, like when I moved to Dallas, I didn't know the names of the clubs, and so he was supposed to be throwing me a birthday party. And at first, I thought these clubs was nasty. I mean, they nasty. Don't get me wrong, but I thought they was ew nasty. Play brother, he is my play brother. Okay, so let me explain play brother, because I know a lot of people be like, oh, that's my play brother, and then they be sleeping with their play brother. No, this is like literally my brother, play brother. So my best friend, she is older than me by like almost 20 years. She's about 15 years older than me. And she used to be our manager. She does not have any children of her own. And so she kind of like was that mentor for us. And so we got kind of close. And she kind of like adopted me and him as her kids in a sense. So that's why I say my play brother, because he was her son first before I even ever came along. You know, then that's when she started calling us her babies or whatever. And that's why he's my play brother. Me and him have never had anything going on and like, oh, that's my play brother. No, it's like literally a brother for me. You know, and so so he came in. Oh, so I didn't know the names. Yeah, it is so super sweet. She is, oh my God, I can't wait to go live with her one time. But he can't. Okay, so I didn't know no names. He's supposed to have been throwing me a birthday party and said that we were gonna go to Onyx. And I'm like, okay, cool. And everybody looking at me like, you finna go to Onyx? I'm like, yeah, he said he's gonna throw me a birthday party. And so one day I'm on my way to work, which we all work together at this point. That's how we got all close, you know. And I'm on my way to work and I'm listening to the radio, which is very rare that I listen to the radio. And I hear Club Onyx get these dances going, $2 Tuesday and all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, what? So I go there, I'm like, oh, you tried to do me. You tried to do me. And so that's why he said, oh, I thought you didn't like strip clubs when I got whatever there. And so when he got there, they had just opened a handle, like a gallon handle of Tito's. I mean, just cracked it open. We had a shot. I went upstairs to use the restroom. And when I went in, nobody was in line. I went in to the stall, used the restroom, got up, and I was in one of the stalls. They got the window in it. And so I looked out the window, and you know how the breeze come through the window sometimes, hit you in the face? That thing hit me in the face, like, and then it felt like I stepped outside. You know how you drunk, you step outside, you like, oh my God. Ooh, wait, jeez. You know, so I did that, and I said, okay, I guess I gotta sit down. So I sat down, and I was in there for a minute. I just hear them banging on the door. Get out the bathroom, B. You know, da da da. And so they went and got two big old bouncers, and I'm holding the lock so they can't get in. So I had somehow let the lock go. They got in. They told me I had to go. I said, okay, let me go downstairs and get my stuff. So I go downstairs and I tell Brian, I said, all right, I gotta go. They kicking me out. He's like, all right, and then continue to drink. I'm like, no, I gotta go. And then I sat down, and the bouncer's like, no, like, you gotta go. I'm like, hold on, I'm coming. And so,
You could have got shot like over there.
I know. I'm like, hold on, I'm coming. And so, Lord, that's hilarious. Holding the lock so they can't get in. I know. And so, no, listen. And so, we had made a plan for my play brother and my cousin to finish the liquor and meet us up the street at Whataburger. And so me and Brian left. We go to Whataburger. We went through the line, got our food, went back around, and we right there, like at the menu, but parked or whatever, right? So we parked. Brian's still in club mode. He done rolled down the window, just taking money to my out the window, okay. And so, this guy came through the drive-through, and he got out his car. I think he was a passenger, but he got out the car and started grabbing the money, throwing it back in, and he kept grabbing it and throwing it back in, and
I kept throwing it back out.
he kept throwing it back out. So the mama said, oh no, yes, he's still in club mode. And so I'm like, this man said, if you throw this money out this window again, I'm gonna keep it. I said, babe, I was so messed up. I was in my knees, curled up like a fetal position in the passenger seat. I'm like, babe, stop throwing the money out the window.
Why you sound like that?
Right. But that's what I said. She said, that is too funny, I'm telling you. And so he finally got him to stop throwing the money out. He's like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. And I don't know how long we sat there. We sat there for a minute. And then we saw a car that looked like it was my play cousin, which is my best friend's nephew. That's why he's my play cousin. And so, we thought that he was behind us. And we drove from Dallas all the way to Duncanville, thinking that he was tailing us. And I was in my knees in the seat, and we passed the police. I know, we did something we should never do, that we ain't never did again in our life, which is like drive under the influence, but we did. We don't know how we made it home. By the grace of God, we did. And we seen the police. I straight up got up in that seat, put that seatbelt on so quick, y'all. Excuse me. And then we got home. We're like, oh my God, where's my Reese? We ain't right behind us. Da da da. Y'all, that was not my Reese. Somebody was just going the same direction we was. Oh my God, it was crazy. So, like, we had never heard back from them. Even the next day, we ain't hear back from them. Then, till like later on in the next evening, then we heard from him. He was like, man, I slept in the Walmart parking lot. I thought we was meeting at Whataburger. Not Walmart. I thought Whataburger. I thought we was meeting at Whataburger. Y'all left me. I was so drunk. I had to sleep in my car in the parking lot. I'm like, well, I'm glad you didn't drive. You know. And then my play brother, he just he can handle it. He he can handle it.
Well, he didn't drink as much as we did.
He didn't. He didn't. But y'all, when I came back, when I was getting kicked out, before I went upstairs, they had just opened up the Tito's. We took one shot out. So it was only like that much taken out of the handle. When I came back, they had this much in the whole bottle. They was drinking. And so, the next day, this was a Saturday. The next day, we lived across the street from the church. The next day, Brian's dad just magically, he never do come around the house and just pop up at the house. But he popped up at the house. Hey, why y'all ain't in church? It don't make no sense, y'all some heathens. Y'all live right across the street from the church. And y'all can't make y'all way to church. I'm like, oh my God. He sound like my mama. My mama said, y'all can party on Saturday. You can have your butts up ready for church on Sunday. Or whatever, right? That was what she used to always tell my brothers and sisters growing up. But yeah, that was how I got kicked out of the zoo. It was oh my God, that's crazy. And so the reason why I ain't never been back since the last time I've been back is because not really. That whole story is hilarious from beginning to end. I know. Don't listen. So imagine this is a flashlight, right? So, okay. So, the bouncers in the club, or whatever, right? So they flash their lights at the girls
when they still got clothes on.
When they still got clothes on after a certain time to tell them to take their clothes off. Well, this particular time, we having drinks and all this other kind of stuff, and it wasn't really no stripper around me. It wasn't really no stripper around me, and this bouncer gonna say, his bouncer gonna say,
and then you gonna look at me.
I said,
I said, go on up there, man.
Me? I can go back there in the kitchen and cook you some food.
No,
that's about it.
You gotta get on there and say, take those clothes off.
So I ain't never been back. She laughing. She laughing. Yeah, I'm like, no.
They didn't want no fish. They wanted you to get up there and take those clothes off.
She said, LOL, oh my gosh. LOL. Yeah.
She ain't never been back.
I have not been back since then. Maybe that's why I don't want to go back, because I don't want him to say, come on. No. Me? I go back there. She said, she said, oh, crap, no.
She ain't been back since.
I haven't been back since. I don't want her to be like, you ready? No, I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I was just playing. She said, definitely need to go back. Yeah, so I just let Brian go with his buddies and stuff. Well, we have been back since then. Because they know what's in there by name. They know when I come, they're like, hey, baby, how you doing?
Where your wife at?
Where your wife at? She good?
And she gets that in. I don't get nothing. I just gotta get their wife.
No, let me tell y'all one other thing. So, after me and Brian had got together, I started driving the buses too. And so I was working some overtime or whatever because they need some people. And he said he was going to go to the club with his buddies. I said, okay, cool. And so he came to visit me before the zoo or whatnot. And so I said, okay, you can't go upstairs, which upstairs is like VIP and all that other kind of stuff, whatever. I said, you can't go upstairs. You can't ever go upstairs with me. Okay? And so he's like, okay, cool. And so this particular night, I said, okay, and you can't get no lap dances either. He's like, okay, all right, I got you. I'm just gonna go up there and tip. I'm not gonna get no lap dances. And so I said, okay. I was not expecting him to come back and visit me after he got off the club, because I was getting off at like, what time I was getting off? Like 5? What time? I don't know what time I was getting off. But he shut the club down. And so he came back to visit me because I was like around the corner from the club. And he came to visit me while I was driving the bus or whatever. And so we out at the transit station, and we all in the sunlight or whatever. Well, not sunlight. We all in the light or whatever. And I asked him. I said, "Did you get your lap dance?" He said, "No, I didn't get no lap dance." I said, "Well, what's all that glitter on your shirt then?" I was like, "Oh." I said, "You got lap dance?" Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I'm the FBI. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Don't do me. We got a lot of funny stories like that. So I need to start working at the zoo for some gas money. But they probably pay me to leave. Girl, no. They got a, where is that plus size strip club, bro? Babe. Where is that plus size strip club?
In Houston?
It's in Houston. Houston got a plus size strip club. I bet you they pay you some big money, girl. Me too. I want to go to it. Brian don't want to go to it. He like to stay to one strip club. He don't like change.
Nope, don't like change. We need to go back to the strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see my birthday post? You didn't even see it.
I didn't.
See? You go back and read it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. She said, "Oh wow, I had no idea they would have a plus size strip club." Yes, girl. Mm-hmm.
During the pandemic, they had a drive-thru.
During the pandemic, they had a drive-through strip club. That wasn't playing on P Valley. They had literal drive-through strip clubs. Mm-hmm. Do y'all watch P Valley?
I gotta start watching.
Why?
Because Little Murder is murdering me right about now.
She said, a drive-through strip club? Yes.
Drive-through.
Mm-hmm. She said, how's that even work, but I think they just get on your car and dance on the car.
Yeah. I'll go find a way to give my strip club away.
Brian told me when we first got together, listen,
I
like to go to the zoo. So
I told him straight up.
I like to go to the zoo.
When you first called me, where was I at?
You was at the zoo. I already told him.
I was there.
Yeah. Hold on, my head itch.
That's my fun.
He said, I like to go to the zoo. So if that's gonna be a problem, we might have to just let it go right here.
Yeah, right here.
With that, I want you to go up there. Good. She said, I mean, when I was 17, I flashed a few people. What was you doing? Mardi Gras? What was you doing? Mardi Gras?
Tell we don't flash. The ones we go to is totally.
Yeah, these are total. That's what it was. I didn't say, look, she's in training. I said, look, she naked. And he went, look. And I thought he went go show her. So I wanted to go show her. I was gonna act like I knew what I was doing.
Yep. And they don't like clothes on everything. That's when they get the flashlight out.
Yeah. Yeah, after a certain time, I think it's 2 o'clock. They flash them. Take off them clothes.
Take them off.
More like tipsy on the sidewalk, LOL.
Take those clothes off. You making me want to go to the strip club, man. Let's go, Mom.
We gotta see what Brandon them up to.
They need to go.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. You gotta tell what time they went. I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, I gotta get up early to go school shopping. So good to talk to y'all. Okay, well, it's been an hour, so I think I can end it here. This was a good story time. Good night. Have a great night. Have a good time school shopping. I hope you get some great deals. It's been so fun talking to you. Have a great night. All right, guys. It has been an hour, and so I think I'm gonna end it off here. Right at the end of some great story times. I enjoyed this video. I didn't even have to use none of the questions. I guess I could save them for an actual video. But as I always say, it's always peace, love, and kisses. Remember, spread positivity, love, and joy, okay? Love y'all. Good night. Bye.